So let me say this to our carers. Today is the 5th time you took up a decision. Remember the first time you said, remove Saah Joseph from the chat room, remove Saah Joseph from the CDC, he's a spy for Unity Party. You said those statement. And immediately they put me off the chat rooms.
Oh wow.
The next time again, after 2 months, other people ask me, oh, we want you to come back and what have you. They put me back in the chat room. I did not say anything. Another time again, you, Akaras Grace, said, if Saah Joseph would be within the chat room or within CDC, you will leave. And on that note, they removed me. Since then, I have not said a word. I want to say to you, I'm calling because you said 2 things. One, that George Weah made me. It's George Weah that brought me to permanent. Akaras Grace, I work for Jefferson Baptist Missions as Director of Missions for Africa. Before former President Weah asked me to come and join you people to tap on what we have built. I have built. I have established 4 different schools in Liberia where former President Weah visited those institutions. I want to say this to you. A lot of things have happened, and I will speak to that when I come back to Liberia. For now, I'm on the mission, but I just want you to note that everything that you have said and others have said in the past, I have not said a word. To the point that my house was put on fire because I got more votes than George Weah.
Wow.
It involved my life. Today, I kept that within me. I never said to anybody. It was never my position for me to have gotten more vote than George Weah or me stopping him from winning election. No. I went around in Mosserado County, other part of Liberia, knelt down to the people. And the people said, no. Who am I to change it? I can't. The people gave reasons why they cannot vote. Do you know how much time and energy I took fighting or going to campaigning? Akaras, you are also aware that other president, we have 6 years in power as president. He did not talk to me for 4 years. Despite has played the role as chair on executive of the Liberian Senate. 6 years I was left vulnerable. I was going directly to the people. When they say campaign, it's not today on election day. But I want to say to you and to the people of Mosserado County and the people of Liberia at large, I will speak to the press when I return back. The trip has been successful. The trip has been impactful to the people of Liberia. One of those, I met a Jewish foundation in New York who pledged to give support to Liberia, 100 million. And that man walked away from Liberia, and he said he walked away because when he came to Liberia to get that opportunity, he was asked to give 30 million as a bribe.
When was it? Recently?
No, in the previous administration.
Wow.
Stay on. When I got that information, I went, this time a senator, in that meeting, I went down on my knees in New York, asking, how can you come back? We are sorry for what happened. Please come back. Today, I want to say thanks to God that he has agreed to come back to Liberia, to work with government, to come up with priorities and support the initiative. For now, it's not about election in Liberia. For now, it's about our people that are suffering. You get thousands of people going without food. How do we help to create jobs in the country? He has agreed Jewish Foundation have agreed to come to Liberia to establish their own bank, and they will give loan to businesses, and that loan will be 3% interest. I'm even going to give you his information so you can talk to him. Thank you, Stato. Grace said you should ask me which of the high school I graduated from. So I'm here. Let me answer it. I graduated from Peninsula Secondary School in Sierra Leone, sponsored by the United Nations, and I serve as student leader in the Republic of Sierra Leone, sponsored by Liberian students, sponsored by the United Nations. The next thing he said, which of the institution I went to APAM in Sierra Leone, also sponsored by the United Nations. He also said that I extracted $1 million from a Bulgarian company.
Yeah.
The information is false and is misleading. You see, those former government officials, they know what they did to destroy this country. This Bulgarian group, it was not me that brought those people. They were brought in by a judge from the Temple of Justice. They contacted.
No, you got to give me a chance. If you want to ask questions, we'll bring you in. Let me finish.
They contacted Chairman Molu and told Chairman Molu, look, we have this investment. We want you people to please get involved to help so that the government can do it. I was able to, Chairman Molu contacted me, and then the people went, they brought in the concession after the ministerial council finished. President Weah signed the concession and brought in the concession, sent the concession to the Liberian Senate. The Senate passed on the concession and sent it to the House of Representatives. While the concession was at the House of Representatives, they stated that there's a need for the concession company from Bulgaria to give them 10 million. While the concession was at the House of Representatives, but then we finished passing it, the Senate have passed it. So they should give them 10 million United States dollars. The people said, no, we are investing 577 million to build the Buchanan Port, to build a tank farm, and what have you. Because of that, they refused to do it. That's how they kept that concession, and they said a company was giving them $10 million. If you hear about HPS giving them $10 million or $7 million, it was that period that they took money from HPS. All Chenamolu, all that lawyer that judge was concerned about is about creating jobs in the country. They were never concerned about creating jobs in the country. As the ministerial council, as we speak, they have the concession. Nothing, nobody gave me a single cent. It was not even me brought the people. Call Chairman Molu now. You understand? Call Chairman Molu. He was contacted to make sure that this opportunity comes to the people of Liberia. Because of that, you will not believe what they did to Moluba Molu. Moluba Molu today. One of the reasons he's leaving CDC, they recalled Molu. They paid somebody to kill Moluba Molu.
Wow.
They recalled Moluba Molu. The drugs Moluba Molu food and recalled Moluba Molu butt naked. Because of that, because Molu was not happy for this kind of opportunity that lost in the country, that could have created thousands of jobs. In fact, 6,000 jobs was to be created in Grand Bassa County. The lubricant factory, the tank farm, and the Buchanan Port. The people, in fact, the owner of that company is the brother of the president of Bulgaria. That's what happened. So if you think that nobody gave me money, it was not me that brought the people. I was only part of it because I feel it could create jobs for our citizens.
A lot of the
told you He said that I go to, I'm a BM. BM? No, I can't rest. I'm not a BM. I work. Ask my friends around the world. This is why I travel all around the world. I'm not a BM. I'm not a day taking anybody money. I'm connected to Jefferson Baptist Mission. I was a refugee when I was recruited as director of mission for Africa. Up to today's day, I'm working for them. So I'm not a BM.
So is the accusation that
he said there was sedition that went from the party headquarters to go break window? He lied. That's not even truth. Stanton, it was masterminded and it was a plan. And they sent petrol bomb. As the neighboring, the neighbors in the place there, they asked me if I was selling gas. Stanton, only because they said the man lost vote and I the one making to lose votes. How? How can a political party spend 150 million and you lost election?
Wow.
How? How? In Mozzarella country, I could not even afford to print my t-shirts. But I was elected. It was not about what you give to the people. It was about basically the issues, the engagement. 150 million, you lost election.
So, for the record now, are you on sedition? Are you still on sedition?
Still done. With all that have happened, do you expect me to be around there? He said, President Weah gave me a place to stay. He gave me keys. I refused to go there.
Why?
No, I could not trust the system they gave.
You couldn't trust the president gave the place that he gave you?
I could not. And to prove it, we were at a meeting at the party headquarters with the caucus, and then there was this discussion, and then I said, no, this is wrong. This should be done the right way. Automatically, he said to me, oh, your house got burned. I gave you a place to stay. I said, no. The key you gave me, I have the keys here. I turned the place over, the keys over. I could not go to stay there.
Why you couldn't trust the former president? Why you couldn't trust him?
How can they throw a petrol bomb on my house? Satan, let me tell you something. The police reported the issue to my office. I told the police to wait the case.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that CDC tried to kill you?
Satan, I told the police to waive the case.
Are you saying that CDC tried to kill you?
Satan, today, some of the leaders there, if they want, what they don't want to hear is, what they want to hear is that Joseph is no longer living.
Wow.
Do you know that since the pronouncement of this institution, the People Action Party, do you know that tons of calls have been coming threatening me? Of course.
Those that voted for you, Senator, are they Weah voters, or are they Saah Joseph May sympathizer and voter? That's the argument.
Stater, the people of Mozzarella County voted for me based on my commitment and my ability to serve them, to exercise my 3 cardinal responsibility. In fact, the CDC leadership knows of my work, everything I have done. The video you see there, Stater, it was my friends in the U.S. that asked me, sir, what can we do for you? I said, well, I want to support the women. They sent me money. I was able to build 8 markets. Stater, after the construction of those 8 markets in 2017, that's how I called George Weah to come for that opening of those markets. The market you see there is the New Georgia, the market in New Georgia Estate in District Number 13, when I was representative. If you listen to the statement there, I said the money that was given to me to build those 8 markets is George Weah, only for him to be elected.
The Honorable.
But listen to the video.
Yeah, we'll play again. The Honorable Saah Joseph, you care to take questions from Dr. Richardson and the other folks?
First of all, on many occasions, and one specific occasion I would like to reflect on is when I went to the house in rehab, and the securities said that I should wait, they were going to call. And they make a call, and they receive, unfortunately for the security, the radio was on loud. And he received a call that no, he cannot come. But I pretended as if I did not hear that, what was said. And then the security was thinking how to approach me, because being a sitting senator, holding the position on chair executive, you came to meet with the president. Or how will he deliver that message? I hold on, and more than 30 minutes, I was in my car waiting. The community people in rehab got vexed, those that selling. Why our senator will come visit to the president, and then you allow him to be standing outside waiting? That was reason. There was noise. The people were getting angry and getting vexed. I had to pull away my vehicle because the thing was getting serious. The people say I must enter. The people versus the security. These are just instances. Since the election, 2020, all of the senators that went for the election, see, these are senators. When they lost the election, I told them, okay. In fact, they talked to me and they said, Senator, you the chair and executive, we have lost the election. We did not get support. So we want you to take us to the president so we can meet him. Dr. Richardson, it was so a shame for me to have looked at those senators and say, gentlemen, let me tell you the truth. I don't have access. My colleagues cry with tears in their faces. I get my colleagues that you can call them. Cry and say, hey, Senator, you destroy us. Why is it that you always make us to feel that everything was okay? I said, gentlemen, we can go there. They said, no, let's go. We make a 10. It was not possible. Since 2020, do you expect those guys that lost election 2020, don't you think each of them have one person in the house that have a vote? They went for election. These guys ran
Start on. We can just have the call.
Because the same situation I faced a while ago. So these are issues and many more that impacted it negatively.
Not a guess.
Yes, I spent going into towns and villages in Mosarado County. They never saw any, even the technical college that I was building in New Jersey estates. The technical college started at the same time President Weah was building those apartments on the road.